What's up? I'm live, and we're taking a break from Satisfactory for the first time in a couple of weeks. Yeah, sounds right. When was the last time we did FNR? Like 2 weeks ago now? Well, gonna be another week without it, most likely. I certainly haven't heard anything to the contrary. And in fact, I've heard previously the exact opposite, that we probably weren't going to be having FNR this week, so... Yeah, anyway, that's for another week. For now, though, it's not satisfactory, like I already said. We're going to be doing more Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus if you prefer. Professor Oak challenge that's been going on for way too long and will continue going on for way too long. And look, I'm going to try and get it done before the new Legends game comes out. So I've got at least till the end of the year, and a little bit beyond that, but my guess is November. I hope it's November, for multiple reasons. Hi, Gason, you found a button again. He's very good at that. Anything else? I got rid of the Factorio Space Age incentive because, let's be real, that was never going to be hit in the first place. And I said it was limited time anyway. So that's gone. September is over, which makes that sub goal absolutely ridiculous, but I'm not changing it now. I mean, it's not wrong. If we get another 94 sub points, I will consider doing a 2x2 emote, because I'll have the 4 emote slots. But anyway, that's for another day. For now, like I said, it's Legends, because it's been over a month since I last played this on stream, and this is how I'm going to do it going forward. One stream a month, right at the beginning of the month or so, just to check in, see how things are going, until we get to a point where I can progress the story, at which point I'll start streaming it again for a little while before, again, dropping off to once a month. I think that's the most reasonable way to do this, so long as I'm, doing this. Hopefully it shouldn't take as long in the future, because right now the one thing that I am really having to just, wait on are Cherim spawns and Satchel spawns, which is just time. Granted, Cherim isn't the worst thing, but yeah, anyway, let's get to here. And how do I do this again? This one. Yay, the capture works. This is a clip I took from when I was doing stuff offline. I just want to highlight, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've done offline. It hasn't totaled up to much, but I don't know, it's 3,000 Dex research point things. So we are closer. But this is one particular moment that just... Really, game? Yeah, I saw the Geodude. Damn it, body. Excuse me. I saw the Geodudes were not shiny, so I knew it was that Starly spawn over there, and yep, okay, Starly. And then, 20 seconds later, I'm just making my rounds, checking things. And... Really, game? Really? No, I didn't need to hit it 3 times. I didn't need to hit it once. But... Really, game. So yeah, that was the thing that happened. I got a few more shinies since the last time. I honestly don't remember where everything was at the last time I played this on stream. So, yeah. We'll just go with it. I'm thinking tonight's stream be split up. First hour and a half, 2 hours will be Dex research, and then the last hour, hour and a half will just be reloading the area a bunch to look for shinies. Oh, I guess that's something else I could mention. I've actually changed one of the incentives, or I've added a new clause to it or something. It won't be an outbreak. I've had a few of them as of late. Basically, I added it so that the shiny catches that I need to do, if we get to a point of progression, but I'm still waiting on catching shinies to progress, I can delay those shinies to the next area, because let's be real, this is taking too long, and having to catch shinies in the specific area and being held up by that when the odds are probably 1 in 2048, not ideal. So let's just not, you know. I think this Ponyta was caught on stream. I think the Shinx was the last thing I caught on stream, so it would be the Shellos, and then everything from here, Wurmple, Kricketot, Starly, Driftblim, Bidoof, and then the double Starly. That's the first of 9 Bidoof I have to catch. Thanks, Callie. Yes, 9. It's the first one I've caught since there. How long ago was that? Don't ask me. I don't remember. June. To be fair, though. So that was the start of July, right? Start of July. Early mid-July, and then mid-late August, which was the last time I streamed it, and... Stupid fucking Alpha Luxio. Anyway, Dex Research, we're up to 38,000 points. I did some more stuff, including perfecting Weird Air, which... Ugh. What a nuisance. What a nuisance. Evolving 5 of them. Honestly, I didn't have a ton of issues with Psyshield Bash. I only missed 2 out of 60 on the last 3 that I needed to evolve, which was extremely surprising, considering 90% accuracy. Would be missing 2 per Stantler, based on those odds, but... Fortunately, because required strong and agile, this was the most recent thing I did, by the way, which is why I actually remember it. Just did it the other day. Because this required strong and agile style, I could just do strong style Psyshield Bash, which 100% accuracy. But otherwise, I don't know. Umbreon was completed. I don't remember if that was done on stream. Sylveon, yeah, it's up there. Still needs to be done. We're gonna fix that shortly, although I gotta go back to the village for that, so we're not gonna do it right this second. Parasect cannot be finished at the moment. I did finish Raichu's moves up, which I hadn't remembered. Abra is done for the moment. Another one that I finished was Magikarp. Finally done with all of that. And Gyarados is done being caught, done being defeated. Just need to use its moves. What else? I don't remember when I completed Togekiss, but Togekiss just has defeated, which will be a while. And Machop Machoke already perfected. Machamp is now as good as it can be for the moment, so... We're getting there. Earliest entry in the decks that I haven't finished that I can, because we're not counting Glaceon's number caught, is Sylveon, so... Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Sylveon is relatively simple to get. That's one of the easiest ones, honestly. Because it's literally just using moves, and I've already got the Sylveon to do that. Still not seen a white Eevee at any point in this save. And of course, the odds aren't good. 1 in 2048. So... it's unlikely I find one. If I ever see another Eevee outbreak, I may just save scum it. Because... I mean, can you blame me? Might I just remind you? Does it not say on? No, it does. Top right. Date begun 2/28/2024. 97 hours in. Only a fair amount. Of course, like I said before, with that new exception I wrote into the rules for the shiny hunting, things like Eevee and Heracross, because they've got 1 in 2048 odds due to not being able to complete their dex research at the moment. I don't have to catch them. The sooner the better, but I don't have to do it right now. So we're just running around as a reminder to what I do. I have a route that I like to run around just to check all the alphas, or 17 of the 18 at least. Well, currently 16 of the 18 because it's daytime. Yeah, that's great, but what are you gonna do? I'm gone. Hello? Interesting. One thing I did realize recently, though, is that I've been neglecting finishing Scyther's dex research. And I can complete Scyther's dex research, which would give me twice as good of odds on this alpha being shiny, potentially. So I want to do that. So AC's on, so I gotta turn my volume up. I don't technically have to, but it's hard to hear, and I want to be able to hear a shiny jingle, especially while I'm talking. I just run around, do a quick once-over of the area, most of it. Check for alphas. I'll have to go back for Golbat once it turns nighttime. And just double check. Yeah, there's no satchel spawns. I got one fairly recently. Like I said earlier, we can finally fix Graveler being a Graveler, because I've got almost 1,200 merit points. The last two I got were 190... It was either 92 or 94, which is amazing. Also, I did technically die because the game screwed me over on trying to get to the Alpha Gyarados, but I reloaded because I'm not losing items on this save where I cannot ever recover them. Seriously, like, there's no way for me to get them back. You almost looked orange to me, but it was just the damn shade. There was no jingle, so I know it wasn't actually shiny. It just looked weird. But yeah, I don't mind save scumming deaths in this, specifically because of that fact that, like, once I'm dead and once I lose items, they're gone for good. I'm not making a third Nintendo account, because I've already got 2. I don't need 3. And the second I only got so I could get the events in Brilliant Diamond. I only really want one account. This is a little excursion from my normal route, but turned in too late there. I also remembered the other day that, oh right, I actually said I was going to do a living dex for this, didn't I? Including gender difference and alpha forms, I think. I think it's only base alpha forms, not like all forms of alphas. I don't remember, I'd have to look. Either way, I did some work for that the other day. Pitching that well, not that specific asshole, the alpha one, but still Staravia. There's a way to get down there without hurting yourself. I've done it multiple times, but because I went for the whatchamacallit, the item, didn't work out. No fire monkeys, which don't always disappear in the wet for some reason. There's not been too much to see as of yet. None of the, neither of the trees were shaking where the Cherubi and Cherim spawn. I'm all done with Cherubi from a, encounter standpoint. It's just moves and possibly evolutions, I think. So. I wouldn't be entirely upset if you were shiny again. Just because I need to catch so many shiny alphas at this point. I'm not gonna bother going for the alpha Gyarados. It's just, yikes, too much of a hassle. 2 Magikarp, and you can literally just run up this slope, but it puts you right out near these two. I think is probably why I didn't do it too often in the past. Ow. Got to be one of the smallest versus one of the largest Luxio or Luxrays that you can get. There's no real need for me to check up here anymore, because I don't need the Magikarp, don't need Gyarados. I see red. When the Togekiss is facing that away. If I can see the red ear as opposed to the blue one, I know that it's not shiny. Oop, 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 oop. We're good. Technically don't need to go over here either, but I still will. Got into this routine hunting for the Gyarados. Hey, there's one over there. Not that I need it. Now would actually be a good time to work on Gyarados' moveset because Hurricane, but almost done exploring the area. It is nice that you can run through Pokemon without actually encountering them in this game. I don't bother to check the Quillfish that spawn simply because they're a hassle to get to and I'd rather not deal with it. Have the chance of not seeing a shiny, obviously, if one were to appear out there. A lot of Driftbloom. Most of which somehow didn't see me. Any Snorlax? Nah. Alright, well. I didn't check every spawn possible, obviously. But doing that just takes too long, because you gotta go well out of your way at a number of spots, versus I think the route that I do is reasonable. That said, like I said before, still one more thing to check. So that I can get 17 of the 18 available alphas looked at. There are 19, but the one is Infernape out on the island, which, I mean, you look at the map, you can see. By the way, not shiny. Look at the map and see that I've never been there. Alright, so I don't have the item to do anything with Graveler at this point. So I think what I should probably do now is Scyther? Because again, I want to get that shiny rate up for it so that I have a better chance of spotting one. Because shiny alpha. Shouldn't be too much. 25 air slash, 25 cross scissor, 40 agile style. Not too terrible. Still got all the moves to use on Cleavor as well, but they don't spawn out in the wild, nor does Caesar, not that I have a Caesar. At the moment. I shouldn't need too many Scyther. Just see if I actually have any sitting around. No. Well, I kinda do, but regular male, regular female, alpha female, and then Cleavor is just that, and then Scyther, there's a male and a female and an alpha male, alpha female. So I'll probably take the alphas, because they're most likely to have, yeah, it doesn't even have Cross Scissor. Gotta use 40 agile style moves, really? But I can't do anything more than air slash. Hey, Chaos. Move that up to the top and not move Cross Scissor down to the bottom. Alright. And now we just go beat things up for a while. Mobile annoying? Yeah, no kidding. Because it's mobile. It's always annoying. I need to use agile style moves, huh? Damn, still kills. I wonder if it would kill a Bidoof. Sounds like a stupid question, but in this game, Bidoof is very tanky. Where'd the other one go? Not you. There you are. I didn't see you initially. It's annoying that it only has effectively 5 PP. Bastard. I mean, I guess I could agile style swords dance as well. Just to get more agile style moves in. I'm going to do that. I want to move Sword Stance to the bottom move slot. Let me do that. Swift being there is fine, because I can also use that in agile style. I mean, rest. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I got those 3, so I won't want to use you now. I just did that immediately again. Oh well. Gets annoyed and aggroes, but yeah, no. Faster. Of course, by using agile style sword stance, I'm guaranteeing that it won't live, pretty much. Not that I have the PP anymore for it, anyway. I'm gonna need one heal to complete all the cross scissors. That's fine. Gonna need multiple heals for air slash. At least I can work away at the agile style moves in the meantime. You in that grass? No, you're over there. So yeah, this is basically what the stream's gonna be for a little bit. That was not agile style. It's honestly still kind of surprising to me that I'm as comfortable with the Joy-Con grips as I am. Like, it's not a good controller layout, but they work well enough for me. Mostly having the right stick right underneath the B. I prefer that a lot specifically for this game. Bastard. You tried. There you are. Gonna run out of agile style moves before I run out of cross scissors. I don't think there's anything else around here, so continuing on. You asshole. Turned around right as I threw the ball. You're just getting cross-scissored. That should have been a back strike, but because of the weight of the ball, it wasn't. Alright, do that again. Now we do this. Should run out at the same time now. At which point I can move on to, second Scyther. Fun fact, just doing these moves has already gained me 80 Dex research points. Just the few that I've already done, and it's about to go up again in just a second. Make that 100 points. I don't know what I was waiting for there. sooner I can finish up agile style moves, the sooner I can get away from using Cross Scissor, and the sooner I might be able to actually get 2 hits in on a single Bidoof. Since, well, I don't know. We'll see. How many Ponyta? The one nice thing, I guess, is that because Scyther only requires 50 moves and 40 agile style moves, you can get it done fairly quickly. Consider something that needs 40 and 70, so a total of 110 plus agile style or such. Which, of course, using both agile and strong style uses 2 PP instead of just 1. So, ends up taking that much longer as a result. Let's see, where might something have respawned? Right here, apparently. You little bastard. Okay, so Bidoof cannot survive an agile style whatchamacallit at this point. Fair enough. Also, we're over halfway on agile style moves at this point. We're also basically halfway on both Air Slash and Cross Scissor. So, almost done. Not gonna take too much longer. Oh, look, an Eevee. Only an Eevee, though? No, there's the Bidoof. A female, I see? Yep. You turned more, you little shit. Take the risk of it running away. Of course. Like it when it still counts as a backstrike despite being pretty far turned around. Always appreciate it when the game is reasonable about that. I did go over here, but I've already cleared up there, so let's go back this way, I guess. Oh, what the hell? Not aimed at you, you stupid. Alright, well, we've got 25 out of 40 agile style moves, but you only need 25 of the damaging moves, so... where's Bidoof? I don't need to target just Bidoof. I could target more. But Bidoof take the beating pretty nicely. Oh. Oh, an Eevee. Cool. Can you stop turning around, you stupid Bidoof? They usually don't do that. But of course, as soon as I go live and start doing it, they do that frequently. Sure, let's beat up on you. There's the other one across the river, but they don't turn around instantly when they do that aggro animation, so that's nice. Makes it really easy to get a back strike on them. Oh, Jesus, no. There we go. Where am I going? I don't know, is there anything over here? There's a Bidoof. I'll have to go and heal after this next one. But I'm only gonna be 2 cross scissors away from being done with that, so that's nice. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. Didn't make any sense to do that besides because, well, I mean, you saw how it went. Didn't work. Come on, Eevee. Male Eevee. Hey look, another Eevee. Another male. I despawn them like that because I don't want to beat up on Eevee. Eevee doesn't deserve it. But I do want to clear the spawn slot so that things respawn. Alright, well 12 out of 25 on Air Slash, 23 out of 25 on Cross Scissor, and 31 out of 40 on Agile Style moves, so not much longer to go. I I think I should be able to complete Air Slash without another heal. Well, that's good. The other one. Was there no other one? Guess not. Five more agile style and I'll be done with it. Oh, really? I guess it is 95% accurate. Interesting. Hadn't considered that. I'm gonna be just shy on that, am I? There we go. Oh, hi, you. Anybody up here? Yep, sure enough. Well, if they just respawn, that means that the other stuff respawned as well. Alright, that's 2 out of 3 things done now, just used 9 air slashes. Don't agile style. Ran the wrong way there, Bidoof. I can get away with not agile styling it at all. Thank you, game. How did I go so long without missing a single one, and now I've missed 2 in fairly quick succession? I could have just pressed A. Doesn't matter, though. Surprised that this one didn't react at all. I saw... yeah. Might as well. Gonna be rude not to, you know? Four more to go. locking on was making things weird. Yes, just attack it normal. Okay, if I can just not miss this one, I should be fine, because the last one I can just do that and get 100% accuracy, so please don't miss. Good. There we go. Cypher's Dex entry is perfected. Who asked you? I mean, it's not marked as perfected yet, but I've got to talk to the professor for that, so that's kind of a given. Alright. Go and take these two back. And put the box cursor there, I guess. Really need to do anything more in this area at the moment, so we can go back to the village and move on. Yep. So that's all that changed, which means we are at 38,190 points. 180 points, just like that. Not bad. Been faster to fly at least part way over. Whatever. You who sells stuff? I want to trade Pokemon. Heh. That's not how that works. So I have two choices right now. I could either go for the metal coat, or I could go for the linking cord. I want the linking cord because I want to do Golem first, thus leaving Caesar for last. And again, technically I could get, 10 linking cords for Golem and 5 or 10 for Machamp, and then I think 5 each of the metal coats and not Dawn Stones. Ice Stones, I just went to the blue one. That wasn't the Water Stone. Get them, but the problem is, that would take like 40,000 MP total. So, yeah, we're not doing that. The Alpha Graveler that I caught so long ago. Finally going to evolve. And because it's an alpha specimen, I actually get an extra dex entry, which is important because if I had skipped that, then that... Yeah, so it was important if I evolved an alpha because there is number of alpha specimen caught for Golem. See? There it is. Yay. Now I just need to use 25 Stealth Rock, 40 Double Edge, and 15 Strong Style moves. Honestly, not that bad. Not that bad at all. We're gonna warp over here because it's much faster. I'm going to save. And then head back to the area. Not time for a break, but I can probably do at least half of a run around for now. Check on spawns and whatnot. Then after the break, we can get to using Golem's moves and complete that dex entry. Of course, everything I'm encountering right now has perfected dex entries. So the shiny rates for them, 1 in 1024. Best they can be. Actually, Wurmple's isn't perfected, is it? But there's nothing I can do about that. No, Wurmple's is fine. It's Cascoon that's the troublesome one. Because that doesn't unlock for a while. But Drifloon, Bidoof, Wurmple, like what I originally said. Weasel. All perfected. Do we have a... No, I wouldn't think so. By the end of the stream, there should be a satchel that appears, but not yet. I don't know if it'll actually appear by the end of the stream, or if it'll be the next reload after that. Because I think they only generate on area load initially. But I could be wrong. Of course, as a reminder, I don't have to go up on top of this tunnel, the upper area by the top of the waterfall. I can hear if there's anything shiny up there, and that's the only reason I need to go up there in the first place. How you doing, Magikarp? You know what would be funny is if I see a shiny Scyther immediately. Now that I've perfected its dex entry. Well, the odds of it happening were slim to none, so... I mean, 1 in 1024 per spawn. There's, what, like 7 or 8 spawns there? Some of which were off-screen. Maybe even 6. So somewhere between 6 and 1024 to 8 and 1024. Still not very likely, is it? Doesn't really work like that either, does it? Anyway. A lot of spawns here, but nothing shines typically. Which is fine. I don't... well, Bidoof I need shiny, but anything else... unless it's an alpha. Get off the sprint there to make sure I can get around the corner faster and get away from the alpha sooner. Oh, it does say it's time for a break. Alright. I'll just park there for a moment. Park, quote unquote. Oh yeah, like the bot said, it's time for a break. Just gonna take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer, like I normally do. roughly every hour each stream that isn't multiplayer, so that's basically just Desetto at this point. During this break, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream I run ads. Prevents pre-rolls for the next hour and ensures that the gameplay portions of the stream are completely ad-free. And the only time that ads are run, you can just ignore the stream, put it in the background, mute it for a little bit. Just, you know, I figure that's the most reasonable way to go about things. When I come back, we'll finish up the little run around to the area to check the spawns and then start working on Golem's Dex research. After that, probably, if it takes as long as Scyther did, probably just go straight into resetting the area over and over and over again, looking for shinies. Because I need multiple alpha shinies, among other things. 9 Bidoof. Yeah, just because I have a clause that says that I don't have to catch all those shinies at the point where I have it listed as saying I need to catch them by, doesn't mean that I'm going to take full advantage of that being there. That's a, this is taking too long, I can progress to the next area, let's just move on and I'll come back to those later, sort of thing. Because this is already taking long enough. Anyway, BRB. Alrighty, I am back, and let's just get back into it, shall we? And we just literally run straight this way. See, that's the way you get down there with no damage. It's a little bit slower. It's not really necessary. Oh, come on. I want to be over here. There's multiple ways up that cliff side that don't stop you. Also, fun fact, there's up to 2 more Bidoof spawns right there. God, so many Drifloon. There's the alpha, and it's not shiny, because of course it is. Still can't believe that I managed to find that shiny, and that was my first Luxio caught. Shiny Alpha Luxio was my first Luxio caught in this save. Like, what the hell? Gyarados spawned for once. Honestly, should just stop checking down there. It's not gonna do me any good. Especially since Gyarados can be so hard to get to shore. Magikarp's not too bad, but Gyarados just ignores berries half the time. Red ear thing. Not even gonna bother to go to the lake. Not much of interest, is there? Checked all but one of the alpha spawns at this point. Arrival of the Staravia means the disappearance of the Golbat. Fortunately, the Alpha Staravia doesn't disappear at night, otherwise I'd have to go check that. Really nothing of interest, is there? And it's raining. So what do I need here? I need Stealth Rock and Double Edge. And Strong Style moves, which is just basically everything. Those are lower power, so it doesn't matter. Everything's going to die. It's level 84. But they also have more PP, so. So Rollout's no better than Mud Slap. I didn't want to choose Rollout because accuracy, but since Mud Slap's only 20 PP, if something was slightly higher, you know, because I don't really want to Strong Style Double Edge since I have to use it 40 fucking times. Real rude, Game Freak. Almost forgot what I was doing. I don't know. You're not gonna survive that. Yeah, no surprise there. Why does the move with 5 PP have to be used 40 times? Wouldn't be so bad if I had multiple golem to use, but I don't. Because that would cost 10,000 MP? Yeah, 10,000. That's agile style, that doesn't help. It just wastes PP. And it still doesn't survive it. Still a backstrike. Let's see, will you survive a strong style mud slap? Probably not, because it's strong style super effective. How about strong style tackle? I would assume not. Everything will die. Even Bidoof will probably die. Everything I do. In stereo. Can you do something other than just sit there? I guess. No, I really don't want to use Lepa Berries, actually. I was gonna say, I guess I'll just be using a bunch of Lepa Berries, but they heal for 10. The Double Edge only has 5, so do I really want to waste half of a Lepa Berry? You know? Not really worth it to me. Cooperating? Very difficult to see Bidoof in the grass like that. Really, game? Denying me the backstrike because it's in water. Really cool. A lot easier to hit them on the back with a Pokeball than it is with a Heavy Ball, Leaden Ball, whatever it is, Gigaton Ball. Do I need to do that? Certainly doesn't hurt to do it that way. Might as well. I'm gonna do all the strong style moves sooner rather than later. I only need 5 more. But Stealth Rock actually has enough PP that doesn't really matter. This away, I guess. Because again, for some reason, I just insist on beating up the dude. Probably because I need to catch 8 more shiny. And so resetting the spawns is beneficial. Same reason why I despawn Eevee, so that the spawns reset. Even though I don't actually attack Eevee. Because it's Eevee. Why would I want to attack it? There you are. You took so long to load back in. He'll do. As long as it's not a ghost type. I actually want to do this, I think. Just a little while. So 14 more Stealth Rock, 4 more Strong Style, and then 35 more Double Edge. Yeah, the fact that it's taking as long as it is to get just 2 Pokemon's Dex entries complete, or mostly complete, should tell you why I'm not really wanting to stream this as much when this is the majority of what I'm doing. That, and also the viewer count is, I think, the lowest it's been since Satisfactory 1.0 dropped. So, there's also that aspect. Is that 15 out of 15? Sure is. Hey, Callie. Of course, I don't tend to pay too much attention to the analytics and the viewer count and such, because it just is what it is, and I know people don't tend to watch my stream anyway. But that doesn't mean I don't pay any attention to it. And I know that Pokemon isn't, despite being a very popular series, isn't the most popular game on my channel. There's another female Eevee. 1 in 8 chance, don't forget, for the females. Having fun? I mean, I finally got a Golem, so that's exciting. I don't really want to have to heal another 6 times or whatever it is in order to do all the bloody double edges, but I guess I can end up just using Lepa berries. I don't really want to. They're not the most common things to find. Bastard. Sure, double edge, why not? Double edge being a move with recoil damage makes me not so happy to use it. Not like you lack the money to buy healing items. Yeah, but it's not like I can just buy ethers either. That's the main issue. It's also the fact that I'm still in the first area of the game, which means the items that are available to me are still fairly limited at this point. So there's also that to consider. Nighttime's gonna be annoying. All the drift loon spawns I won't be able to do anything with because double edge. Which means that I should probably focus more on double edge now and less on stealth rock because I can use that against ghosts, but I'm also almost done with it. Okay, there's no Bidoof there. Guess I already got those in this spawn set. Starly, you can't get away that easily. I'm gonna have to go heal soon anyway. More of each left. Well, I've got more stealth rocks than that, but no need to use them. I think the night spawn should be out. Ten out of 40 double edges. Oh boy. I'm just gonna go heal him now since it's right here. We'll need to use one more stealth rock. So that can wait just a little longer. And I'll probably save it for that Drifloon. Alright, now 29 more double edges. This would be so much easier if I could just have 3 golem. Or 4, or 5. But again, I'd need another 3 or 4 or 5,000 MP for that. Eevee, you're not supposed to be here right now. Kinda surprised the Bidoof didn't actually spot me and run away. Because it already ran away once, obviously. Oh, can't do anything about you, and the stupid horse is running away. Almost. But hadn't turned at the last second, maybe. Yes, 26, not 15. 26 is how many I've done. I wish. Not Cherry, Leppa. Such a waste. I just realized I never removed the September messages from the bot's auto messages, like the one that it just posted. That was convenient. I'm not gonna worry about it right this second. Huh, someone's sub-expired. Probably a Prime sub. Don't know whose though. Just noticed we're down to 19 subs. It was 20. Where'd the... There you are. You are not helpful. Nor are you. These two, on the other hand. Really, though. Halfway. Need to heal 3 more times before we'll be done with this. 5 PP moves being required for dex entries are the worst. Actually, the true worst would be 5 PP dex entries with lower accuracy. Stop losing track! Oh my god, game. Can't do anything with you. Oh, the Shink's up here. Oh, of course, one of you is a fucking balloon. And that's why I'm heading back to properly heal. First, one last bit. Watch it do Willamette 30 times research task. Who's got that? Dusclops or something? But yeah, if a Pokemon's got that, that's not gonna be fun. Then again, I had Hurricane on, or I had Thunder on Raichu, which I've done, and I've got Hurricane on Gyarados 70 times, which I still need to do. Fortunately, those can be boosted. Willamette, on the other hand. Actually, I can probably just do this, right? Can you not open the dialogue on the display that is not currently being... Microsoft Excel cannot find the data you're searching for. Yeah, okay, it can't find Will, it can't find Wisp, it can't find Will-O-Wisp. I don't know if that's because it's just part of a cell and not the cell in its entirety. Can you two despawn? Thank you. Bastard. Yeah, there might be no Willamette entries, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Not gonna run? No? Really? Want to try and ensure I'm directly behind it to guarantee the backstrike. Nice crit. As it totally mattered. Why were you running away? I'm sure if I actually stopped beating up on Bidoof and went for something a little bit weaker, something with less HP, I could actually go without the potion. It's not like Double Edge is a set amount every time. It's based on the amount of HP. I believe. Seven more to go. Seven more, and then I guess we shift over to just resetting constantly. Well, and by resetting, I mean entering the area, looking around, and then leaving and going back to the village. Not literally soft resetting the game. Is it really soft resetting when you have to go all the way back out to the home menu and wait for the game to close and then reset it? There is no more soft resetting, let's be real. That died on the 3DS. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, the last Pokemon games that have soft resetting properly implemented. Because the Switch, just go out and quit. Be careful not to hit A. Would not want to lose progress. Not on this. TV. Remember when I said 7 more to go before? Now it's only 3. Because I used 4 double edges since then. Yep. Don't run away. Gonna be close on HP, but that's fine. Doesn't actually need to survive the final hit, I think. I think it just needs to use the move. Welcome back, Kiosk. And there we go. Just like that, Golem is as perfected as it can be. Which is to say it's not actually at its dex entry perfected, but I can't do anything more within reason. I'll heal just because. I can't reasonably catch more, that includes alpha specimens, can't actually defeat them, period. I don't need to go into there. Completed Scyther's dex research. Completed Golem's dex research as much as possible. Actually, let's do this. Midday. I guess now we just run around. I'm going to do a quick run around of the area I was just in. The time change, hopefully respawning things. Just one final shiny check for the area. That was a late spawning horse. Eevee, why are you not shiny? Another Eevee that's not shiny. Again, 1 in 2048, it's not likely to be shiny. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, well. That works for me. Hey, Professor, thank you for finally appearing. Remember, started the night at 38,010 points. And after just doing all of that, plus all of Scythe, well, except for a couple of entries, I think, all of Scyther's moves, now up to 38,570. Not bad. Ow, my ear just started ringing really badly. Wonderful. Went away fairly quickly, fortunately, but damn was that loud. Don't fuck up your hearing, kids. Wear proper ear protection at concerts, don't stand near loud vehicles for extended periods of time, blah 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 blah. By the end of the night, I'll have had 100 hours in this save. Oh, and we get an outbreak for Happiny. Oh joy. Oh joy. Well, Kiosk, you have to remember that for playing the game, I basically didn't between early July and now. Relatively minimal playing, because first I sent my Joy-Cons off to get repaired, and that took like 2 weeks. But then after that, you know, there was a short period of time where, alright, I'll get some stuff done, and then Satisfactory. And I've still gotten some stuff done since then, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably still take another 20 hours or so. Oh, Happeny's over there. Okay. It'll still probably take better part of 20 hours just because of the satchels. And my luck with Cherim. But at least with Cherim, what I can do is I can load into this area and immediately... Thank you, game. Immediately just fly to Grand Tree Arena. And then, you know, go down over here, get the checks done. For the Cherubi trees. So Cherim isn't terrible, but the satchel's literally just like 3 hours, basically. 3 hours pass and a new satchel will spawn. Just doesn't care. Thanks, Magikarp. No Golbat at the moment. That's alright. So, by my estimates, that's like 6 to 7 Scyther most likely, possibly as low as 5, but there's 3 over here and then 3 the other side of Grand Tree Arena. Well, 3 or 4, I think, typically. Just as a reminder, I'm doing this running around because not only checking for shiny spawns, but also just checking specific spawns, like the Cherubi trees, neither of which are shaking. The alpha Pokemon, which are never shiny. Except for that one time when one was, and it was the first Luxio that I fucking caught in this save. And of course it was a goddamn Luxio of all things. Still can't believe that happened. Still got that outbreak to check. But fortunately that's not going anywhere. So I can wait. You can really tell I've done this a lot of times. I know the route well. One time I wouldn't mind seeing Parasect be shiny. Probably showing your delay there. Wasn't that delayed for where Bidoof were. Unless you were talking about the Bidoof that are over there, in which case, yes, you've got a massive delay, and you should probably refresh at some point if you can. How was I not spotted at all there? I should have gone right. Gotcha, Kiosk. I could technically wrap around above, but I feel like I see more encounters if I go the way that I just went. Well, that's good, Kiosk. Hello, Alpha? There you are. Not gonna bother going to the lake this time. Saves a bit of time that way. Miss an alpha spawn, obviously, but going out to that alpha spawn is risky. Basically, if I want to be safe about it, I need to save, because there's a very good chance of falling too far and dying, or, you know, blacking out, whatever. Is that blue or red? I think it's red. Yeah, definitely red. Missed. I just couldn't tell with the lighting being what it was. If it was actually red or blue. Because if it was blue, that means it was shiny. Yay, chaos. Yeah. Someday I'll get out to that island. Once I get to the coastlands. Once I get to the coastlands, I can finally deal with Apom, which is on that island. However, there's also Apom in the coastlands, so. Color assistance? No. Yes, we're good. I'm good over here. Just the time of day combined with the distance in-game. Time of day in-game, not in real life. Let's get the nighttime spawns appearing if they haven't already. They're already here. The music changed. That's good enough. I'm gonna fly to Grand Tree Arena, check the Golbat, and then go for the Outbreak. Might even be right. You might. Bastard. Oh, there we go. There's another easy way up the mountain. That is definitely not a shiny Blissey. Oh, that was a long way to fall. No shiny Carp around. The Chansey egg, an actual egg. That is not a question I can answer. Well, no initial shinies. I could, in theory, just not bother with catching them. Or trying to even catch them. Never shown to hatch. I mean, if it was in the anime. Okay, this is something I need. That's the only way to get a Happiny as an alpha at this stage. I've gotten an alpha Bidoof and an alpha Paris up to this point through this method, and now I have an alpha Happiny. Yeah, they are very small. Yeah, where are you gonna go? Oh, I see. You're gonna go that way, huh? No, you can't go that way. Or you can just run between Weirdo's legs. And they're gone. Alright, well I got something out of that. Wasn't a shiny, but it was something for the Alpha Dex. Which again, do I actually owe an Alpha Dex? I'm running into a wall. Living Alpha Pokedex. Yes. Okay. Well, that did me nothing for Dex research, but yay, more money that I don't really need in-game. In real life, on the other hand... Alright, let's definitely save that. You know, it's a little early, but screw it. Let's just wait. Go over here. Bot's gonna message in a few minutes, but it's basically time for a break. So let's just get it out of the way before going into the area again. Wearing bread on feet more than it being shoes. I mean, I see why you say that. They are, they sure are something, aren't they? There's the bot. Alright, anyway. Which button does what? Anyway, yeah, it's time for another break. I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads. Prevents pre-rolls for next hour. Ensures that the gameplay is completely ad-free. The trade-off of there being ads during these short breaks. Alright, Kiosk, have a good night. Yeah. The ads are there. They suck, but at least you can ignore them. When I come back, we'll continue to just go in and out of the area looking for shinies and maybe getting an outbreak. Unlikely, but maybe. Hopefully I can get a Cherim at some point, at least one. And a shiny that I actually need would be nice too. Which even includes shiny Bidoof. Thanks, Callie. Your fault I have to catch another 8 of them. Anyway, BRB. Alrighty, I am back, and let's just get straight back into it, shall we? No outbreak, no surprise there. They are fairly rare, after all. Only got one area to explore. And, yeah, let's just get back to exploring. Something occurred to me over the break for whatever reason. It's a good thing that I completed Walkfred when I did. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but considering GTA Online is basically dead to me at this point, it would have been very difficult to do a Walkfred in online. You know? But I did it in time, and ultimately, if I hadn't managed to do it before they did dumb things, then honestly I would have just done it in 5M. Not that much of a difference. You know, it's maybe a bit less proper that way, but at the end of the day, it's what? 6 checkpoints? I've already got a basic layout of Gfred on my 5M test server. I could very easily pull the official one off of Social Club. Though there's a small problem with that one race script that I found, in that I don't think it lets you toggle traffic, and so traffic would be disabled in that by default, which wouldn't work. You kinda need well, actually, well, technically in a Walkfred it wouldn't be needed. My magic card. Technically traffic wouldn't be needed, however, it kind of takes away from the experience not being at risk of dying because traffic cars are being stupid when you're trying to cross the road. Considering I got hit at least once, if not twice, during the Walkfred. Yeah. So I wouldn't do it without traffic. But Walkfred is done. I'm not doing it again. Vanilla or 5M. If anything, I'd be doing a run Fred. Because doing anything else is just way too tedious. For reference, I wouldn't be able to do it necessarily, but I believe the run Fred record. Thank you, it is a term. Unfortunately, we now have to sit here for a while. Because part of Cherm's dex entry is to catch it during the day, which, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, we're gonna have to put up with them making noise occasionally, because I can't wander too far away. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, Run Fred isn't as restrictive as the Walk Fred that I did. You're allowed to run, you're allowed to swim fast. I don't know if there's anything against using a scuba suit. You're allowed to ride on top of vehicles, you're allowed to take the train. Basically, you're not allowed to drive, is the main caveat. You're also allowed to use a parachute. So for that, what you would do is, you would probably just go to the middle of the bridge, just after where the Hail Mary is, in G-Fred, and fortunately we didn't have to wait too long. Once Cherem changes forms, then we'll know. But yeah, just jump off the bridge and use the parachute to save some time. Doesn't save you much time, but it's some. What the actual record holder of walk thread did. Although they didn't do a pure walk thread like I did. Then again, technically I did run it a couple of points, but I backtracked and lost plenty of time to compensate. It's not like I'm trying to claim the record or anything for myself. I don't care that much. It should be daytime, Cherem. Are you gonna do something? Had to do something to trigger it to actually occur. Yeah, so I still need to catch Cherem. It's the entire reason that I waited. As I mentioned, that one race script that doesn't allow for traffic to be enabled. I am considering sending some pull requests in if I can figure out how to implement some stuff, because it is open source on GitHub. So I could totally do some pull requests to try and get some features added and whatnot, like the ability to have traffic enabled, and more importantly, fixture removal. That's not implemented yet. Also, fix some of the fact that props and checkpoints don't have all their attributes respected at this point. But that's time and effort that I'm not sure is worth using on that, worth spending on that, because it will probably take too long for me to figure it out. Maybe not, but I've got to do a combination of looking through that code, looking through possibly other race script codes, which there's not a lot of good race scripts out there for free. In fact, there's basically none available for free. The one I'm referring to, doing pull requests on and such, is it's good enough, but I think it fits in more with an RP server than anything. Which, not what I'm looking for personally. But it's a good basis, at least. It would be easier to transform it into something that I'd be happy with than it would be to basically start from scratch or use that other one that I was using last year. All of this basically is just me saying that GTA racing on 5M isn't likely to happen, especially since apparently more people than not seem to be okay with just sticking to vanilla at this point, which, okay. You guys really want to install that garbage on your system, go ahead. I'll pass. Thanks. I still can't honestly think of a game I've played that has an anti-cheat included in it. Or at least a kernel level anti-cheat. Because I tend to avoid games that require that. Oh well. Definitely red. Honestly, kind of surprised the bot hasn't pulled one of the September messages yet, considering there's a few of them. should probably go through those messages at some point and clean them up. Like, there's no reason to care about shitter anymore. How many things have I posted in the last half a year? Once, maybe twice. I don't use the platform. So that can basically be completely cleaned up. Other things as well, I'm sure. Could use cleaning or improving. And obviously just removing September stuff. Jump over the Alpha Snorlax. Not really a great way over this hill. Like, you can get up it in spots, but I guess right there works. Since I didn't do this before, allow me to just grab you. You can head over to wherever Chansey is towards the back end here. Why two? Oh, because one's a regular Blissey, that's why. There you go. Still need a Machoke and a Machamp. I mean, the Machamp, I'll just say, is the one from here, just like the Golem is. Wherever Golem would be. Okay, I don't have the slot allocated, but like... You know, Samurott, Golem, Machamp, all in my party. Do I have Jolteon in here? No. Because it's in my party. The Raptor is here, though. But not Rapidash. There's that Alpha Bidoof that I mentioned before, and also there's the Paris. If it's not a static encounter on the map, then the only way to get Alpha encounters prior to defeating the Noble in the area is through outbreaks. So I'm lucky to have gotten 3 Alphas as a result. No shiny Eevee, though. I think I've gotten 1, maybe 2 Eevee outbreaks? At least 1. Didn't net a shiny from it, though, which is disappointing. One of the Pokemon I need to get shiny, after all. Alright, we go again. I could technically just catch another Rapidash to fill that slot, and I might very well do it. But like I said, the Machamp, the Golem, the Samurott, they're not leaving my party. Staraptor doesn't need to. Rapidash wouldn't need to if I get another one. Jolteon... Honestly, I've got a lot of Thunderstones, so... Well, actually, I've already got 4 other Jolteon. So there's that. Oh yeah, do we have a satchel yet? Yes, actually, we already passed by it. might honestly pick that up on the next time through, simply because it doesn't matter when I pick it up. There's 3 more spots for stash holes to appear in, so it's not like not picking it up now would be an issue. No alpha Golbat. One of these times I could jump down there just to find a golden alpha Magikarp. Be kind of funny if that happens, honestly. I'm just finding nothing tonight. Since wrapping up Golem's Dex research, I mean, 1 Cherrim and 1 Alpha Happiny, which the Alpha Happiny, obviously, like I said before, that's a rare find, so that's pretty good. You're probably a Cherubi. Because why wouldn't you be? Thank you for proving me wrong, I appreciate it. Hey, Cherrim. I understand it's... Is it too cloudy for you or something? Like, why you not... Okay, I mean, it's clearly daytime, so get in the ball. Yeah, still counted for daylight hour captures. Unfortunately, I did screw up at some point, and thus I have to catch 1 more than I should need to, because somehow I caught 1 at nighttime. Good job past me for not paying attention. So with that being captured, that was my 9th Cherrim overall, which leaves me with 7 more to catch. Well, 7 more to encounter. 2 to catch, 5 to murder. And then 40 Petal Dances, 15 Agile Style moves, and for Cherubi, 40 Absorbs and 1 Evolution, and they'll both be done. This way. A nice little spot on that slope where it goes from being too steep to just shallow enough to run up. Easily get there by jumping, so good way to cut across. Sometimes it doesn't seem like I should be able to get away with no damage there, but I do. Bigger Fire Monkey. I still need to do Infernape's Dex research. I think I evolved all the ones I needed. I just didn't do the moves. It's a story on a number of Pokemon. I just haven't done the moves required. Can you blame me when Alpha Blissey exists? Makes it relatively easy to evolve things. It's not super easy, but most stuff evolves by 40, so you battle 3 Blisseys and mostly done. Honestly, if I was being smart, what I'd do is I'd have, like, say, a few Combee in the party and evolve them. by going to say hi to the Blissey as I'm doing these rounds, because it respawns every time I re-enter the area, obviously. But that would be smart. You really think I'd do that? Looks like we are just gonna get to nighttime before leaving. Yay! Come on, game. Bastard. As long as there's no shiny Abra. There's nothing wrong with Abra other than it likes to flee very quickly. So coming across a shiny one is always a fun time. Fortunately, it's yet to happen in this save. It will have to at some point. Where was that slope? Like right here? Yeah, more or less. I mean, there's not really a difference between them, other than obviously who you're playing as and who the rival is. Changes. Different clothing options, I guess, are a thing, but it honestly doesn't make a difference. Mostly personal preference, I'd say. Or whether to go male or female player character. And I mean, that goes for a lot of the Pokemon games, even. Unless you're speedrunning it, you don't really... Or unless you're speedrunning or you care about clothing options, it really doesn't matter. Speedrunning because the female tends to be a little bit more chatty, shall we say, in many of the games. But yeah, in this specific one, I've used the female player character on my main save, and obviously I'm using the male on this one. So, not that I've cared too much about the outfits or anything. Just really nothing wanting to shine today, especially you little shits. Of course, I didn't ultimately get the Golbat spawn in the other go-around, but that's fine. Alright, let's see. How helpful was Richie? 97? I'll take it. These are some really good satchels I'm getting. The last 3 have been 90 plus. I am very happy with that. Considering how many times I remember getting 55. Nothing is a different color. The game just... It gave me those 2 Starly back to back the other day, and it's just not wanting to give me anything since. What a jerk. I mean, the odds are, at best, 1 in 1024 in most cases. So I guess there's that. Oh, it's a little further away this time, so I can't swim inside of it. Well, ultimately, I don't really want most things to be shiny. It's primarily the alphas that I'm looking for at this point. Once again, I need Heracross and, what is it, 2 others? Am I gonna get lucky for the 3rd time in a row and get another Derby tree with a spawn? If I do, it probably will be just a Cherubi and not a Cherim again. And naturally no spawns. I mean, honestly, getting 2 in a row was kind of surprising. The only thing rarer than that, not really, is getting both at the same time. Which of course I have seen before. Missed one. Not that it matters. Right, let me just clear that. Of course, I pass all these shaking trees, and they could just as easily be a shiny spawn as, you know, any of the other encounters. I ain't got all day here, you know? That was interesting. It would be nice to see something in the next 30 minutes or so. But the game's not gonna be that kind, is it? Nice skipping off the ledge. The one problem with exploring at night, everything's either a Drifloon or a Zubat, or their evolved forms, primarily Drifloon. In fact, I don't think there's another Golbat spawn anywhere on the map besides the Alpha. Look at all these. That little ledge right there. Here, I'll do it once. Just because I haven't been doing it, and I don't really want to do it more than necessary. Yeah, that's fine. There's a point there along the initial bit where if you don't get that first grab onto the hillside, you just fall down and you die immediately. That's what happened to me recently. But again, I reset because, yeah, I missed the ledge, but there's the Alpha. I reset because you lose your items permanently in this game. Unless you have an internet connection and somebody eventually maybe returns the satchel to you. But I don't have a 3rd Nintendo account. I'm not planning on creating one, and this is on my 3rd profile. The icon is. Wait. My second profile, which does have a Nintendo account. Also, I don't have online at the moment, but you know, free trials are a thing. Not that you're likely to get your satchel recovered in the span of a free trial. Not at this point in the game's life cycle. But yeah, no, I've already got 2 Nintendo accounts. The second was created just for the events in Brilliant Diamond, so I could get extra event items if I ever wanted them. And another save, and then... well, the reason why I didn't start a fresh save of this on that profile is because I already had a save on there. That was the one where I got the second Enamorous from. So... doesn't really work. I could have reset the save, but I don't see the need when I have multiple profiles, you know? And technically at some point, unless I get Sword with the DLC, I will need a 5th save file anyway. 5th profile. Because Cub Fu exists. Bloody Cub Fu. Cub Fu, Urshifu, Water, Urshifu Dark. Gmax Urshifu Water, Gmax Urshifu Dark. The problem with having a living dex, with all the form differences, is that sort of shit. 1 per save file. Oh, and because I refuse to use anything that isn't my own trainer name, trainer ID, and whatnot. Yeah, that also causes issues. Another Eevee that isn't white. Yeah, I think the next time, if I ever do again get an Eevee outbreak, I might literally just save scum it until I get a shiny. Also, yes, the Drifloon that I just walked through there despawned, but I would have heard if the replacement was a shiny, and I don't care about all the other slots. Basically just have to retrace my steps. Which, eh. I don't really want to save scum stuff, but Eevee's gonna be such a pain in the ass to get otherwise. Which is why I would hope that it would just appear first time of asking. But it didn't the last time. No Golbat. Kind of amazing how long those two have been standing there. Just never moving. Waiting indefinitely. I'll get to them in like, I don't know, 20, 30 hours maybe. Not IRL time, of course, in-game time. At least in-game time according to the playtime counter, which is soon to hit 100 hours. Someday I will be able to move on, and then I'm gonna spend another 8 months in one area again. It would be nice to get this done with by the end of the month, but you gotta remember, on top of everything else in life that I have to deal with, there's this, there's Satisfactory, there's potential 5M stuff, and also my level of interest in actually spending time on this, which I purposely don't spend too much time doing it so that I don't burn myself out, because it wouldn't take much. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just nothing whatsoever wants to appear. I was just thinking, I wish I had a counter for how many Pokemon I have perfected dex entries for, but I technically do. However, I'm gonna pause quickly to do something with it. Let's see, let me just make sure that it's actually accurate. Yep. So in terms of the number of Pokemon I have that have perfected dex entries, it should be 53? Wow. Really? However, most of them don't appear in the wild. Like, the evolutions, for instance. What else in this list? Except for the alpha, Golbat doesn't exist. Same thing with Floatzel. Mothim does, actually. Weirdeer doesn't. Munchlax is a very rare spawn, and it doesn't actually really appear anywhere that I check. Pikachu, likewise, I think there's 1 or 2 spawn points I pass by, but not very often. Alakazam is a single alpha spawn. Lopunny, single alpha spawn. Bullfish, I'm not even checking. So, there's a lot of potential for decent rate shinies, but many of them are just not Pokemon that I see in the wild. Or not that I see many of, or, you know, not that I tend to see with the path that I take. And the reason why I point out perfect dex research Pokemon specifically, because they have the best odds at 1 in 1024. Everything else in the wild, and I do mean like everything else that appears in the wild, is at 1 in 2048. That's the one thing at this point. anything that can appear literally is either shiny rate of 1 in 1024 or 1 in 2048, outside of outbreaks. Outbreaks, of course, have much better odds than anything else in the game. Game, can you be kind at some point here in the next 10 plus minutes? Just one shiny would be nice. Even if it is something that I don't actually need at this point, like another fucking Starly. I'd rather not get another Starly. Whoopsies. Yep, totally am. That's a safety mechanism built into the game, where if you get too close to an NPC for too long and the game thinks that you might be stuck, it just lets you clip into the NPC. So that you can't. Also, there it is, 100 hours. 100 hours in this save, and I still only have access to the Fieldlands. Well, such is what happens when you take your time doing a Professor Oak challenge. And you insist on doing the hardest, one of the hardest variants of a Professor Oak challenge in this game. I'm sure people have figured out. Well, actually, yeah, there's one variant that could very easily be even harder than this, and that is actually doing a complete shiny dex on the fly. Like, instead of doing like I'll be doing, which is a basic shiny dex post-game, when my shiny odds are a lot better, you actually do it as you go along. In case it's not obvious, trying to find shinies with the rates only being at best 1 in 1024 most of the time, it's not a fast process. And that is exactly why I said shiny dex is post-game, because massive mass outbreaks and shiny charm and just much better shiny rates in general. The one shame about playing this game the way that I am is that because I'm just running around, the music doesn't play for very long, if at all. And it often gets interrupted by like alpha music and aggro music and things like that. This will probably be the final trip. I had to guess. I don't know. Might be able to squeak one more in. Depends. Thanks for lagging, OBS. This should literally be a best case scenario for OBS because there's minimal load on the computer itself since the game is running on my Switch. Since, you know, I don't have a hackable Switch, I'm not pirating content, and Nintendo keeps killing all the fucking emulators. Fucking assholes. So, I couldn't emulate even if I wanted to at this rate. Again, I can't dump files from my Switch because it's not a hacked unit, it's not easily hackable either. So I'm stuck to running actual hardware since I'm not on actual hardware, since I'm not resorting to piracy. Why did I get off on this tangent? I don't know. Either way, fuck Nintendo. Their tendency to kill what people are doing. Regards to emulation. I didn't hear or see anything, but I also, again, didn't hear anything, so I'm just going to assume that the Alpha Stantler is not shiny. That definitely should have been within range. Yeah, okay, at this rate, definitely final trip. It's gonna take another 3 minutes at least. Probably more like 4 minutes to get back to the main camp. And in that time, yeah, not gonna leave enough time afterwards. Why aren't you yellow for once? Not opposed to it at this point. Something jingling would be nice. All I'll have to show for this last hour and a bit of the stream is literally just the Cherrim and the Alpha Happening. Which, again, not bad. Alpha Happening is a bonus. But the Cherrim is actually Dex research that needed to be done anyway. Still be nice to have a shiny to show for it all as well. Yeah, good. Probably just be able to sneak in the Golbat as well. It's gonna take a few extra minutes, but since there's not enough time left for an extra lap. Dabra. Stupid Staravia. Luxio. Oblivious Snorlax. Okay, close Bidoof there. Come on. A slightly different route up just to ensure I see different spawns. Also, potential Munchlax. No Munchlax at the end of the day, but there was the potential for it. Nope, not there. Okay, I'll go up over here then. Come on, let me jump. Let me jump. There's the standard. Gyarados? Ooh. There's a Pikachu spawn that I normally don't see. How about you? You definitely appear to not be shiny. I can only see like 3 or 4 frames per second of the Staraptor, but it was enough to see. And the Golbat is not shiny. What a surprise. Oh well, it was worth checking. Got Noble Stone at some point there. Turn to the village, because that's gonna do it for tonight. Oh, I overshot on that, didn't I? That's Crobat. There's Sylveon. I keep the spreadsheet that I use for keeping track of all the tasks set up to be, when I open it, it will show the first Pokemon in Pokedex order that still needs work, which in this case is Sylveon. Because I've just not bothered with Sylveon's moveset yet. What, 15, 70, 40? For Baby Doll Eyes, whatever its specific fairy type move is, and then Agile Style. Also, I literally cleared that out earlier, and it's already got a stupid dot there again. I fucking hate that app. Whatever you want to call it. It's so laggy. It's such a bad experience doing anything with it. The only way to clear it out that I'm aware of is to actually go in there and, you know, laggily scroll through everything. Yep. Good now? There. Done. Alright, sleep mode on the Switch. Alright, well. That's it for this stream. Next stream, what's the bot say? Really? Really? Still? Alright, well, it kind of got buried by the extra message. But, there you go. October 4th is probably... I don't think I'm going to stream Satisfactory tomorrow night. But, Friday, I probably will be, because I doubt that there will be FNR. Watch, there will be FNR. Because I'm saying that there won't be. Because that's just how it works. But yeah, I'm not expecting any FNR this week based on what's been said thus far. So we're just going to go off the assumption that it's not happening. And so Satisfactory on Friday night. Earlier than the normal time for FNR, but at the usual time for when I tend to play Satisfactory. Won't be going super long though, just normal time because continue working on that factory that produces computers and whatnot. I finished setting up the rest of the initial ore processing. Words are hard, but I did that off stream because did you really want to see me set up an additional 80 some refineries? I don't think you need to see that. Considering it took a while to get all set up, but it's done. Copper and Caterium have already started processing, so we can move on to the rest of the factory at this point. Which is going to be a lot of assemblers and crafters things. Yeah. Anyway, that's Friday. And then Saturday, again, because I don't think there's anything else of interest. Seriously, bots, can you stop trying to get in the way as I'm doing things? Saturday, probably. That's still the 4th. What the hell? There we go. That's the Saturday night one. Not that it's any different other than just being one day later. That will probably also be a thing because, again, I don't want to touch GTA Online. I don't want BattleEye running on my computer. Fuck kernel level anti-cheat. Fuck that. Figure out a better goddamn solution. And don't go shoving it into a game that's been out for over 10 years. Or slightly under in the case of GTA Online on PC. Well, GTA 5, but you get my point. Fuck that garbage. So, yeah. That's that. Next stream, probably Friday. Not FNR, but there's a slim chance, I guess. You'll just have to wait and see what happens. Beyond that, though, for tonight, yeah, I'm gonna run some ads on the way out, because why not? Don't want to stick around for them, that's fine. Not like you're missing anything anyway, but do as you wish with that. So that being said, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you next time. Later.